Wide Open Outdoor Adventures with your host, Dave Valtiero. We'll make you a better sportsman.
Subscribe to the Wide Open Sportsman YouTube channel today.
All right, guys, I'm Dave Valtiero with Wide Open Outdoor Adventures. On this YouTube segment, we're going to fish this little tank right here just outside of Jourdanton, Texas.
Ooh, that water's cold.
This used to be a uranium mine. Years ago, they dug it out.
My adrenaline's pumping.
And they put the big talus pile, which makes this big hill just on the other side of the lake. They hit springs, water came up. It's an awesome bowl. It collects water when it rains. Most importantly, crystal clear water and largemouth black bass. They loaded this tank years ago, stocked it, and it's alive and well right now. Time to fish it. Buckle your seatbelt for this one. All right, I'm gonna go work the dark side. The other side of this lake has got lots of timber, weeds, logs, trees sticking up out of the water. And you know what that does? That provides a safe place for bait fish, and you better know it, game fish are going to be in the area too. All right, early morning start, not the crack of dawn. My opinion though, I've gotten here or places like this in the dark and got set up only to find out really the bite is not really on until maybe about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes after the light starts to peer over the mountains, wide open style. My heart's starting to pump harder because we're getting closer to the honey hole zone. Now this zone right up here where the lumber is, and there's a point that comes out, and that's where I'm going to work first. As you see, I'm moving my way over. I've got my anchor all ready to go so I can make it as quiet as possible as I move in to the wide open approach. Come on, fish. Gotta figure them out. No takers. I'm under that limb. That's the money. Anybody home? Now I landed that one on the shore. Pop it off into the water like a frog would do. Jumps out there. Trying to get me Mr. Bass. All right, race fans, we got the polarizer on now. We're going to the sunny side. Let's do it. I just moved into this new spot right here, and I'm going to put this topwater frog right here to work. It's weedless with the hooks that go up and the legs hang down like this. Doing the kayak thing on wide open. And I like this little shoreline right here. I'm anchored up in about 10 foot of water, but I can cast down the shoreline and I can work deeper, deeper, deeper if I want. So I pretty much always start right up by the shore. Cast that bait up by the shore, see if there's anybody near the shore, and then I work my way out. Fish on! Big fish! Surface assault! Yeah! Woo! That's what I came for. Killer, right between those sticks. Oh, big fish! Big fish. Awesome, man. Awesome. Big fish. Wide open style. Look at this. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Big trophy bass. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Look at this fish. Look at this fish. Topwater took it down. Look at this. Ow! Wide open outdoor adventures. Now that's what we came for. Big largemouth. Ow! Look at this fish. Look at this fish. Man, that's a toad. Woo! Topwater bite is on. Woo! Man. That's a 7-pounder at least. All right, let's get this lure out. Release this big fish. All right, where are those hooks? There's 2 of them, and it was hooked good. Boy, it just attacked it on the surface. There we go. Black and blue topwater on fire, wide open style. Look at this fish. Awesome, man. Totally awesome. That's what we came for on the wide open right there. Right there. Look at this fish. How about them apples? Topwater assault, kick butt. Woo! Look at this fish. Wind's starting to pick up. But I tell you what, I got a trophy right here. I got a trophy largemouth on wide open. Look at that mouth. Come on now. Come on now. That's what we came for. Right there. Tell you what, this is what we came for on the wide open. The trophy largemouth. Trophy largemouth right here. That's what I'm talking about on wide open outdoor adventures. The wind's kicking up. Long as I can stay anchored in my kayak, I can keep catching these awesome largemouth black bass. That was too cool. Wide open style. Wide open style. Wide open style, baby. Ow! Yeah! You know what? We're going for the topwater bite. That fish got me going, man. So I'm gonna move down this shore and keep working that topwater and go for another big toad. I was thinking about, you know, trying to get some fish in numbers, but I tell you what, the topwater bite is addictive. Okay, it's time to paddle upwind, baby. Let's get geared up for it. We're going upwind. Okay, now I'm in a new spot across the lake. Let's kind of settle in here, quiet. See if we can find some fish. That was a workout. Fish on. Oh yeah, right there. Drew in the bite on the wide open. Oh, they love to jump. They love to jump. The largemouth. How about that? Not a bad little bass. All right, let's get the hooks out. I love my little grabber. Look at that. Any slack, he'd have been off. Oh, the final shake. Beautiful largemouth right here. About as healthy as they come. Good fish. All right. I love the topwater bite. I mean, I just love the topwater bite. On the wide open. Healthy fish. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, I feel his tongue. He's wiggling his tongue. All right. It's time for him to go back to fight another day. I got to rearrange him. So what I do is I take the hooks and put them up out of the way, get my line situated, and then I basically get all the legs right, just right, and then I rotate the hook assembly while grabbing the legs, and then I put the legs right in between the hooks. Now these pristine, ready to rock and roll. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how this lure works, right like that, with the top hooks up on top. And those legs just tantalize the fish. Let me show you that. The legs just dangle down in the water. It's like a shake, shake, shake. And they just love it. They just can't take it. And they see it down from below. It's black, but it's got those legs, and when it's moving, it looks even cooler. I'll get a little GoPro shot here underwater, show you guys how this thing looks. I mean, too cool. And when it's got the motion of the movement, you can't take it. This looks so textbook, man. If there's just a big fish in here, I'm ready to hook him up. I'm working the shadows. I'm working the shade, baby. Well, I've just paddled over to the shore, have a little break, get something to eat, refuel, and get back out there. There's a little crawdad here. I'm going to show him to you. He is too cool. You can really locate fish with this type of lure. Fish on. How about that? Fish on. Well, how about that? And you definitely want to use the plastic grabbers with all these treble hooks in the way. Mr. Bass. Nice. That's one hook. Get on this other one. Figure out what's happening. And get that hook out too. Little small largemouth, yeah. Healthy little fish. Come on, crankbait. Fish on. Oh yeah. This is a little bigger fish. He didn't like those treble hooks. Tell you what though. Crankbait's catching him. There's that wind. There's the black bass jumper. Got him. Pretty fish. Crankbait style. Pretty fish, pretty fish. Not bad on wide open. Kayak style. Caught some really big fish with the crankbait. There we go. Darn wind's picking back up, blowing me around. He just turned and went to the right and put it in full speed ahead. He just turned, looked to the right, went to the right, full speed ahead. Well, it turned out to be some tough fishing. After the lunch break, the wind died down and became pretty day, but unfortunately, the bite turned off. And that's the way it goes sometimes on the wide open. These fronts come through. If you can fish right in front of them, you can do real good. Pre-front fishing can be awesome. But fishing during a front or right after one, good luck. That's what you're gonna need. Had a good time. Caught that big one. Topwater style. Won't forget that. Amazing what a cold front can do to give these fish lockjaw. I caught a few fish. Wanted to catch a few more of those big ones and maybe try to find a 10-pounder out of here. The beautiful lake. Great to know Mike and have a chance to fish here. There's a lot of awesome private lakes in South Texas. This is a prime example of one of them. Stay tuned on Wide Open YouTube channel.
Special thanks to our amazing sponsors. We couldn't do what we do without them. Just get out there. Visit wideopensportsman.com every day for your daily fix of adrenaline. You know, it's always wide open.